Hi. So I hope that HTML page structure is clear to you, how a basic HTML page is actually structured. Now after that we need to obviously learn a lot of HTML elements, but before we start learning them, let's actually decide our target. Let's just see what do we plan to make, what do we plan to build, so that we can learn all the elements required to build that. So our plan is to make a web page like this. So this basically is Coding Ninja's blog website, and it has multiple blogs on it. So if you'll see here, this is one blog page. So this is the page basically. It has blog, obviously. It has multiple elements to it. So it has the subscription option, right? Research, recent post you can find out, comments and categories. So it has a lot of it, right? But currently I'll not talk about how are we getting data to the page. Currently our focus is on the front end part. That means to make a page look this good. So this page, now visually, if I am talking about, this page actually involves is built using HTML and CSS. So we would need a combination of HTML and CSS. HTML is used to structure a page. CSS is used to make it look good. So the design, colors, etc. that we have added here, we have done it using CSS. So for now we will be focusing only on the HTML part. So let me show you what we can achieve using only HTML. So we will be able to actually make a simple blog page like this. So this is the page that we will be able to achieve using HTML only. So no CSS is required to make this page. So this page is built purely using HTML. So we'll be able to make using this. Obviously this page actually is not as good looks wise as obviously the previous page that we saw, but that's okay. For now HTML is used to structure a page and not beautify it, so our focus will be to learn that, and then we'll obviously be learning CSS eventually, and we should be able to ultimately achieve our target, the complete nicely looking page. But for now let's focus on HTML, and let's just see what all elements we need to learn in order to achieve, or I should say in order to make a page like this. So if we closely examine, this is basically the image, and then there's a link. So we should actually learn how to add images to our HTML page, how to add links to our HTML page. Then there is this image again. Heading, obviously we should know how to add headings, image again. This is text, obviously paragraphs, how to add paragraphs. And next if we see, this is list. So we should know how to add list. This list I should say is different from the previous list, that is numbered. This is not numbered, this is a bullet list I should say, and there are links as well. So we should learn how to add links, we should learn how to add headings, images, paragraphs. So all this is what we are targeting. So we'll be learning all this in upcoming session one by one. For now, let's actually lay down or write down the structure of our page. So let's quickly do that. So this is our empty index.html file. Now if you will examine the page, one thing that I forgot to mention is this page even has a title to it. Right? So we should know how to add title. So first thing that we learn is we will learn how to add title. Now this is just a comment, so I can add comments to my HTML page. Now in order to add a comment, just type it, and in order to mark it as a comment, press Ctrl or Command and /. What is comment? Comment actually is some text which is not something that is to be shown. So this is just for our internal reference. For example, I'm just writing title here. That means this is my to do, that I have to add a title here. So this is my to do, so that this actually reminds me that what I am supposed to do. So comments are something that generally developers use for their information, or for information, or communicating to somebody who will be reading this code. This is not something which is to be shown on the page. So title will fall under the head section. Next is, if you will see the visible part of the page, the body section. Then within the body section, the first thing that we have is we have logo, right, and Coding Ninja's logo. Next to Coding Ninja's logo, we have website link. So we should actually learn, we should know how to add links. After the link, there is header image. Now all this that I've discussed, actually I can consider it as header of the page. So this is the header of the page, this first section. Header of the page has a logo, header of the page has a website link, and header of the page has a header image. So this is, I think this header is common on all the blog pages that you will see. So this is the header. Now after the header, the main blog content starts. So that means the main blog content starts after you are done with the header. This is the main blog content. Now within the main blog content, you can see blog heading. So you have blog heading here. Next to blog heading, there is blog image. This image will be obviously different for different blogs. So this is blog image, blog heading. After blog heading, you have blog content. Now within blog content, we have a paragraph, right? In fact, 2 paragraphs. And then we have list. So that means paragraph 1, then we have a paragraph 2, and then we have, I should say, list. And at the end, we have an ending paragraph. This is what is the structure of the page. So we should know how to add images to our blog, how to add images to an HTML page. We should know how to add title to an HTML page, links, right? And we should know how to add paragraph, lists, right? So all this is something which we will learn in the upcoming sessions. So for now, I just wanted to give you a basic idea around what do we intend to build in the upcoming session. And all this, whatever we have written here, are comments. And these are not lines of code that should be visible, right? So let me just mark them as comment. Select them all. Again, command and / will mark it as comment. This is the broad plan that we intend to actually follow in our upcoming sessions. So we will be learning these things one by one, whatever is required to make this page. And hopefully not just this, we will be able to make multiple pages like this. So I hope idea is clear, and we will be learning things in next session. Thank you.